YouTube. This is React City and Vic.
I'm Rose.
I'm Nikki.
And this is Attack on Titan. So, last episode we had the terrifying revelation that Eren might be the baddie.
That we're the bad guys.
Mm-hmm.
Oh no.
Anything from that you guys want to bring up?
Eren's still kind of dead.
Right, they have to come back from this world.
Conversation is still going on.
My question is, yes, Eren doesn't have to listen to the founder, but he did get chained. Did he allow himself to get chained there? Or is he capable of just going breaking it out? Like, can he wake himself up if he wants to? Like, did he go along with this knowing that because he saw the future that I had to do this in order to talk to my dad for all of this to happen? Like, how much control does he have right now, especially in this Ymir world? Is my question.
Well, one thing that we have somewhat confirmed is that he sees parts of the future, but not like the total future. Has like points of reference that he knows, like are waypoints, but the stuff in between he doesn't know. So there's still kind of suspension. I'm just wondering if like his dad knows that he said Eren's the only one's going to get what he wants from here on out. I haven't seen anything to suggest that it's possible to change the future. So is it just GG? Did we see him seeing the ending as in he wins? Or does Eren know he's going to succeed on a lot of things he wants and then it stops at a certain point?
And the other question I had was a theory I brought up. If Eren, being in the future, can control the past, does that mean there is a future after Eren that's controlling Eren? That's also a question, because maybe Eren isn't the big baddie.
Like, if it's possible, if it's the Attack Titan in the future is talking to the ones in the past, that means Eren was growing up to become the one to start all of this.
Right. Yeah. So then my other question, if that were true, is what is the end of the Titans? Does Eren have an ultimate plan to end the Titans? Because otherwise there has to be a successor.
There's only one way to find out. So, guys, thank you guys very much for being here. Guys, if you like your time here, please leave a like, subscribe if you want to see more. Check out the Patreon if you guys want to see the uncut version of this reaction as well as anything else that we do. Remember, check out the TikTok in the description as well as the Reels if you guys want to see short, funny clips made by Nikki. Thank you guys very much. See you in discussion. There we go. Frida.
She wasn't very protected, was she?
No.
She was new.
Why do we have to see this?
Because
We have to suffer through it.
Oh, smashed the children. Oh my gosh. Guys, I didn't want to, okay?
he's so cool. Uniform.
It changed to when he was a kid again.
Yeah.
In the uniform. And he only did it here.
She's like, I.
He's gonna break his arms, isn't he?
Rip off. Big glove, maybe.
Yeah.
It's coming off.
But he can just lock you up again. Oh my gosh, oh my gosh. We're seeing way back when.
What is?
That's Ymir.
Yeah. And she's acting almost exactly the same. Uh-oh. Here comes people.
Whoa. It's the farthest back we've ever seen.
Yeah. And she still has the darkness of her no eyes.
No pupils.
Oh, they
They
burned her
burned her
village.
village.
Raid.
Oh, taking off his tongue.
みんなから愛される人になって
Oh, so slaves can't talk.
お前は自由
What does that mean?
Hunter.
Oh. Wow. Rolling on top of him. On top of that. Oh no, they have dogs. Ooh, magic
The
tree.
big tree.
Oh.
Yeah.
We did have a mystery with that one Titan, didn't we?
The notebook.
And a big tree.
Wow, it's like a whole world under
Well,
there.
Whoa.
Especially being injured.
Yeah. Oh, what's that down there?
What is that? Oh, oh no.
What?
Okay.
network looking thing.
It looks like a spine.
Yeah.
Bye bye
What?
tree.
What?
I mean, we couldn't expect this happen by normal means, right?
Yeah, but what the hell?
The heck?
What?
お前はよく
You
働い
mean?
They kept her.
道を開き荒れ地を耕し峠に橋を架けた我が族エルディア
Oh
は
my gosh.
随分と大きくなった
She kept working for them.
我の子種をくれてやる
Gross.
フリッツの名のもと
Fritz.
一気
Oh,
回
Marley? They were fighting Marley from way back then?
Yeah.
And then she got
She
pregnant.
looks like
Like
Historia.
Historia.
Historia, yeah.
She looked like she barely even cared.
Mhm.
This looks like a lot more like Marley than it looks like Elia.
Hmm.
Oh,
Got him.
it's got him, yeah. Oh, she took it.
Oh. And he makes them eat her.
Ugh, that's gross.
That's what we saw in the mural.
And she exists still at that age.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
増え娘たちよ
Oh my
何と
gosh.
してでもユミルの力を引き継ぐのだ
The wall names.
Yeah.
オーゼシーナ
Wow.
ユミルの血を絶やしてはならぬ
Oh, that's the cult.
Yeah.
死ねば背骨を孫に食わせよ孫が死ねばその背骨は子から子へ
So what is that thing that gave her the power in the first place?
Magic.
Magic. And she made the colossal titan.
答えで支配し我が都人は永久に訓
But she made every single one of them.
wow.
我が世が尽きる限り永遠に俺がこの世を終わらせてやる
Oh.
俺に力を貸せ全てのユミルの民から俺をここまで導いたのはお前なのか今すぐやれユミル待っていたんだろうずっと俺は王家の血を引く者だ
Now Zeke looks like the bad guy.
前から誰かを
Zeke's trying to end the Titans, and he
Yeah.
wants to end the world.
Oh, look at her.
Oh, she says.
What? Is it coming for Aaron? It's 100% coming for
Yeah,
Aaron.
it came back.
In that moment. No!
Oh,
Oh!
He's gonna cannibalize him. The wall.
Oh my gosh. Are we getting the Titans out of the walls? Oh my
Time.
gosh. Here they come. Guys, we're only episode 5. Oh, they're huge. Oh my gosh.
Oh, and he's just a spine because he doesn't have a body.
Try to save Gabby.
What is
The origin of the Titans.
A parasitic god. I think that's what this thing said.
That's right.
Is that a good thing?
聞こえない僕たちが勝ったねえ
What?
エレンが始祖を掌握した
She can't hear.
内魂を発動したならそれはきっとエレンの意志だ帰ってきた私たちのところにそんなおかしい
Can't be. What? What? What?
ミカさん
All
オー
of
ル
them.
マリアの壁まで崩壊している
Oh, all of the walls have come down.
連合軍我に集結した連合軍を潰すだけだ
Means he's crushing something else.
Whoa!
全てのユミルの民に継ぐ俺の名はエレミン・メイカー始祖の巨人
All
の
of them.
力を介し全てのユミルの民へ話しかけている
All of them.
その目的は俺が生まれ育ったパラディ島の人々を守ることにあるしかし世界はパラディ島の人々が
He's gonna go up against the world. I said this.
この日の巨人はこの島の
Oh
地表を踏み鳴らすそこにある命を
Oh my gosh.
世から駆逐するまで
That's your plan?
Bruh.
That's
Picture,
your plan?
dude. Discussion.
Discussion.
Kill everybody!
That was crazy.
Right. That's right. I made so many theories. One of them had to be right.
Well, you're right. You're right. Just take it.
I'll take it.
Alright, start from the top.
Yeah.
He's,
We get
Wait, the very, very, very first thing I wanted to point out is why was Aaron's dad's attack titan so bulky? None that we know of. The ones we've seen have a slender look because they're fast and agile, almost like a female titan. But his was like a gorilla.
Yeah, he looked like a cross between the Attack Titan and Zeke,
Yeah, and the beast titan.
the Beast Titan. Yeah.
I just wonder how much of it is genetic based on what you pass down, and how much of it is the personality.
Well, personality. I was gonna say all of the Titans look like their human form in some way, like they resemble it, either with hair
Not
color
Jaw. What's wrong with Jaw?
and also peaks, right?
Well, peaks you can kind of see peak and peak.
Yeah.
A little
Just
bit with the
elongated,
hair.
distorted, but you can see
Yeah,
peak.
but even the jaw, Gilliard, right? Galliard.
Galliard.
He has a thing over his face. He's not like you can see his features. It would probably look like him still.
We know the hair color changes.
Yes, it does.
And the 9 are special, so they get like other things too. But anyways, I was just saying that I think it resembles their human form in some way, and I think it does take from them to kind of amplify something in their Titan form.
Well, it started with the 3, right?
The 3 daughters.
And then they multiplied.
So that means we can make more Titan.
Yeah.
More
They can make
sentient
more
Titans.
sentient Titans. Yeah.
In theory, yeah.
I have that Aaron saw this 4 years ago.
So he saw his future, this far future thing, but he didn't see and control Dad until Zeke brought him in.
Yeah. But again, once he broke out of the control, it flashed him from back then. That has to mean something. I was suggesting that last time that maybe the reason he was able to break out of the control was back then at some point in time he had contact with the founder and he used like a time loop to be like, I'm in contact with the founder, therefore I can leave the vision. But I don't know.
Zeke commands Ymir still, and we do see that his chains were real.
They were real.
He could control, hold him there, except, Aaron was like, I don't need that. Who needs a thumb? Don't need that. And broke himself out in a really gross way, in order to stop Ymir, and it worked. He was able to talk to her, and she was able to hear.
Yeah.
So it's her trauma that she's gone through of being a slave since she was so young. Even after she got this great god power, she still came back and was serving him.
Yeah.
It shows that she was really broken, way down, so that she couldn't realize this power. I could take you out, King.
Yeah.
No, it didn't cross her mind.
Yeah.
Yeah. She doesn't need to listen to him. She didn't realize that it was voluntary.
Yeah.
It's like those fairy tales where someone gets gifted power, but instead of fighting the Wicked Witch, they join them. Like, this thing is, the side screen is like, no, it pitied her, or they assume it pitied her.
Yeah.
And it gave her power, and she just goes back to help enslave more people.
Yeah.
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 Speaking of which, like, the aliens came from an evil king.
Yeah.
That's a crazy revelation. Like, it really just further complicates things. You know, that at first you're like, oh, Zeke was right. Maybe do stop this from happening anymore. And then but then at the same time you're like, but the Eldian kings, the founders that are controlling Ymir, are kind of the bad guys here too. Because Ymir is just doing, she has the power, but she has no freedom. She's just forever in this world doing whatever they say. And so Eren was kind of playing on that. I still don't know that Eren's plan is a good idea. But he basically played on that and got to her heart.
Yeah.
And she was like crying.
Yeah. Like, this world's hurt you so much. Just put an end to it. Done.
And he was like, I'm the one you've been waiting for, aren't I?
Yeah. He said, "Were you the one who led me here?"
Yeah. Yeah. So I wonder if that first flashback that you pointed to was her, because of her. Like, she is like sending, like, every now and then she's like, I want to get out of here or change this, and she calls out to help to that one person. Like, she, you know, knows who's gonna where she
The
is.
attack titan.
Yeah.
And maybe towards freedom.
And maybe because she was the first Titan, she has all the powers, right? Maybe she made the attack Titan at some point. Like, maybe in her desperation, maybe she had a moment of desperation. It's like, I need an attack Titan that wants freedom, because why else would you make one that doesn't listen to the founder?
And it has to have come after her death.
Yeah. In that time that she was making all those. Yeah.
Maybe.
He was one of her daughters.
Yeah. Like, maybe she saw the fate that was about to happen. Like, it's passing on.
And all those pictures, you pointed out the history that was on the wall, the murals. Where were those murals? Because who saw them? Do you remember?
No one saw them. It was just part of the intro.
It was just the
The
intro
outro.
screen.
Outro.
Oh.
One of them.
Yeah. It showed like
Okay.
a weird devil-looking guy offering a thing, but then later it would show,
A flower, yeah.
It showed people that I would never assume they were daughters. They looked like they were wearing royal regalia, but they were eating things and they were crying.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So someone knew the history, and those murals exist somewhere, or existed.
Honestly, it doesn't seem like it was being hidden super much.
No.
Like, at some point, like, the king wiped everyone's memories. But
Right.
before that point, it
Everyone
seemed
knew.
like it was, you want to know, what are you going to do about it?
Yeah.
Because she was reading that book about Ymir, Historia, as a little girl.
Yeah.
So it was something they told each other.
Right.
And yeah, so the attack titan, though, the attack titan cannot be told what to do by the king. So what was the reaction to that?
Yeah.
It's like, wait,
When
this
that
guy can't-
came.
Yeah.
Like, I wonder how they dealt with the attack titan in the past. Like, who had the attack titan before, it was Owl. Owl is the earliest attack titan we know, right? We don't know who had
Yeah.
it before
Yeah.
Owl.
We also don't know when the founder's decree came into being,
Yeah.
or when the walls were made.
Because there's so much time that's happened. There's been whole plots that have occurred. Like, for instance, the vow that you're talking about, yeah, but the whole fact that Warhammer Titan did a secret agreement with the king to fake the war being lost and send everybody back. So that whole thing had to happen.
Yeah.
Crazy. Like, so much I still don't understand too. Like, all of that between people staying on Marley and the people staying on the island. That whole situation, like, how did that go down? And I know this history, I think, what's his name? Eren probably got the download when he touched her.
Yeah.
So that's how I got to see all that.
I also just realized that if everyone in Eldia now has Ymir's blood, doesn't that mean everyone in Eldia is part of the royal lineage? Maybe just some are more royally concentrated than others.
Like we were talking about. And she had to make every single one of the Titans,
It
right?
explains why they look so bad.
Yeah.
And why some of them are just like repeats of the others. She's like, I'm not going to make this again.
Just that one
Just
died.
use
Just
the
do
old
it
one.
again.
Yeah.
So she made all the ones that were in the walls, and all the 9 Titans. But then all the others were like just by injecting spinal fluid into people.
Yeah, so they injected it and they caused trauma. So what I'm gathering here, correct me if I'm wrong. So, if all aliens are subjects of Ymir, that means they're a descendant in some way, in order for to be able to talk to them.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody has a bit of it in them, and the reason they come out looking all twisted and weird is because they have maybe very little concentration of the spinal fluid. And they're not unique because she didn't make them in the other world. So they're like twisted amalgams, but they're not actually real Titans.
Right. And maybe that also could be the reason they lose their consciousness, because they're not made by her. The ones that are made by her, the wall ones and the main 9, those have their consciousness.
What are the wall ones? They're just, like, are they literally just masses of, like what are they? Are they people?
They're people? I don't know.
She made them.
And they've just been sitting in walls for the last couple thousand years.
I'm going to say that they are people that were transformed and then put into the walls.
Yeah.
So this background of the aliens showing the aliens weren't too good either, and the Marlians. So the Marlians kept their culture, but they conquered the area and kept them under their control. So I mean, it's how it is in history. It's like almost every single nation to this day had very brutal origins. Like people who eventually rise to become kings or emperors, they didn't get there clean. But yeah, this world is exceptionally brutal. They gave the tech to. The Klingons were barbarians early, and so it just became barbarians in space. That's pretty much what happened here. Is that these guys, they never advanced, they never civilized themselves, so they just became brutal and conquered everyone, still being brutal.
Marley and Eldians are like the Yankees and the Red Sox. They've never not hated each other.
Yeah, it's at this point it's really hard to blame them. Well, it's hard to blame the Marlians of the past. Everybody keeps holding the past against each other's groups. It's like they need to look at what they have today and move forward, which is why I'm leaning towards Zeke's side. Because even though Zeke is doing something that, like, robbing a lot of people of the chance to procreate and stuff like that, it will always be a threat of the next guy could come along and want to conquer the world. So he's just like, okay, end it. No more Titans in the world. People are still cruel and they will be evil to one another. But there's at least no one who can eat nations at will. So I'm kind of leaning towards that guy.
But it still comes down to the fact that this god power exists out there. It just means that it could happen again, just in another form.
But he could buy them some lasting peace.
Some peace.
This has been a special occasion from the side thing of, like, being took pity on her. Maybe it's smart enough to know not to do that again. Or maybe, well, I don't know.
Maybe it's enjoying
Do it for the
the
lulz.
show.
Yeah, like what's his Ryuk in Death Note? He's like, he doesn't know her real name. I'm laughing.
Yeah, I got bored. Here, have a weapon of mass destruction. And Ymir, she would still be stuck there by herself.
Yeah.
Man, she's just doomed, ain't she?
Isn't she? Is like.
Maybe him ending whatever it is that she needs to do is ending her being there, maybe? I don't know.
Or she can at least...
Sorry.
I was just going to say, maybe she could at least have peace there. She can stop following people's orders and find something else to do with her powers.
My other... my new theory, building on this one, is... okay, but why is Historia Priggers?
Yeah.
What if he said get pregnant because that's gonna be Ymir? He's gonna get her out of there somehow. He's like,
what the hell?
Make Ymir reincarnate as a new child and raise her happy. Oh.
Okay. I mean, the crazy thing is I can see it happening. But, I don't know.
We also don't know why there's a 13-year time limit on them.
Wait, how old was she when she was captured? Was she 13?
Yes, they said that. They said Ymir lived for 13 years, and then that's why no one can surpass her limit. I'm pretty sure they said that at one point. Like, she lived for 13 years and then died, and that became the max.
You mean 13 years as a Titan?
As a Titan. She took it, then became a Titan.
For 13 years.
Wait, in 13 years, they took a barbarian society of wooden log cabins into marble pillars and castles.
I mean, I know
Pantheon.
I know they had the power of, like, strength, but what about the intellect also multiplied?
Yes.
Okay.
We have swords.
Okay. Now we have 2 swords.
But also, well, no. I was gonna say, yeah, they didn't show the pillars and stuff before the whole Marley invasion. So it could have been the Marleys were the advanced ones and they made them build it or something.
Maybe.
They had cool Greek helmets.
They did. They did. Yes.
And
This
Greeks. Pillars.
Pillars.
Okay.
Yes, remember, I did say that it looked very their place looked more Marlian than Eldian.
Mm-hmm. Because the aliens didn't have nothing.
Yeah. Okay, so then when did the, the Ackermans converge into this story?
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
Yeah.
they're just superhumans.
They're just superhumans. Yeah.
And also, I thought... So the Ackermans are children of Ymir as well, apparently.
Yeah, she was in there.
She was in there. She could hear Eren in her head. So I thought they...
Sorry, I just imagined Levi in there bleeding.
Why won't you let me die? It makes sense though. So we know that they made the Attack Titan, and the Attack Titan does whatever it wants, so she can make hyper-specific things. So at one point, and someone took a group of people, a family maybe, and made them like a royal guard, and said, okay, you get all the boosts in your body and this or that.
It's like Titan boost without being a Titan.
Yeah, but you can't be a Titan. That's a catch. The interesting part is they can't get their memory wiped, so that I'm wondering, okay, did she sneak that in? Like,
The Ackermans can't get their memory wiped?
Yeah.
They don't obey a king's orders. They just have a compellingness to protect.
So that's why he purged them eventually, because he needed everyone to forget the past. I was wondering why give them so much power to be the royal guard.
Yeah.
You know, you'd think that somebody with so much power would want people who are closest to him to be the most subservient. But instead, the people closest to him were the most dangerous to him.
Yeah. That it makes sense that it could have been Ymir just doing something.
Yeah.
Like her cry for help. Just like she made Attack Titan.
Yeah. It is interesting that the people who are closest to the king, she's like, okay, you don't have to obey his orders. You can do whatever you want. If you don't like him, stayed super loyal till the end.
Everyone did.
Till the end. Yeah. And now Eren's going to crush the world.
Everyone who's not on the island. So I was wondering, like, does he know the Eldians different? Is he going to try to differentiate them, or is he just going to wipe everyone out, even if you're Eldian? If you're not on the island, you're dead.
I mean, he spoke to all the aliens off the island
Yeah.
as well.
So I wonder, they were kind of flickering in and out of that world. Are they literally there? No, they're probably not, because their bodies are still on the human realm.
I did see one of the market alien guys who lives in Marley there when he was talking to the subjects of Ymir.
Oh yeah, there were subjects from all over the world. So I'm just wondering, like, can he, I don't know, move their bodies into this realm so they're safe, and then wipe the world and then put them back?
Like instant transmission all of.
I don't know.
Well,
like,
he had the Titans tiptoe around. Like when the wall collapsed, they walked outward, then out. They didn't just walk straight forward. So I think they have enough intelligence to like avoid the ghetto or something.
Yeah.
Or maybe they can like sense Eldian blood. I mean, he is kind of transcended right now. He's talking to all of them. He's talking to all of them at once. So I'm saying maybe he can tell the difference and be able to protect the Eldians.
Yeah. You saw that face?
Which one?
At the end.
At the end, Eren's Titan face. No. He's like an eldritch god.
Yeah.
The black and white where he was like, I'm giving you all the order, I'm trampling the world. And he was
Oh,
zooming
that,
around.
yeah, no. I saw that face, but I didn't connect it to it being Eren. I need to see it again.
Oh.
I need to see it again. I didn't. I just thought it was a face.
Wait, when we see the stuff in like the back, in the intro and the outro. Yeah. I'll let you do this first.
Yeah.
Oh, that.
Yeah, it's terrifying. Right. My theory was, you know how the intro outro we see the big giant creepy demon thing handing the flower to Ymir. What if that's not the original thing that gave Ymir the power? What if that's Eren? What if that's a painting of the future?
Through time loop, Eren gave her the flower, which gave her the power.
No, I'm just saying, what if that's just a picture of like what's happening?
Oh. Okay.
Oh, yeah, like a picture of him kind of saving her.
Yeah, because the demon thing that gave her the flower in the picture has a very large spine.
Yeah, and they didn't show us the front of him. after he transformed, they showed him like slinking away.
Yeah. Flower with her blood. Maybe it's the flower who's doing all.
No, Flowey.
Flowey. That's all I have.
Yeah, the only other thing I was going to say is I keep, like, in my mind, I keep just going back to, man, what kind of an evil monster was Fritz, right? But it just keeps like, no, we have people like that in the real world.
Yeah.
who have done that in history.
Yeah.
That we think of as great. Caesar did horrendous things to the Gauls, you know? But he's remembered as a great leader. You know? It's just the way of the world. But, yeah. Guys, thank you guys very much for being here. Guys, like your time here. Please remember to leave a like, subscribe if you want to see more. Check out the Patreon description if you guys want to see an uncut version of this reaction or anything else that we do. Remember to check the banner on the homepage for other stuff. And check out the TikTok and the Reels in the description if you guys want to see shorts made by Nikki. So thank you very much. See you in the city. Goodbye.
Bye.
Episode 5.
Bye.
And thanks to our patrons, Deli, Robin, Run Travis, Andrew, Fizzbuzz, and Tohanist.